We are at the end of Module 2, but I wanted to tell you that even though we have seen some type of errors, we haven't really talked about the type of errors that Python has or that you can experience in Python. There are three main types of errors in Python. A syntax error is when Python encounters a code that does not conform in Python language rules. For example, a missing quote mark around a string. We already said one of those. A runtime error occurs during execution of the program at the time that the program runs. For example, when a variable name is mistyped so the variable cannot be recognized. Remember when we were doing the variable problems? I was telling you, if you use the name of a variable, like for example savings with a lowercase s, and then you try to run it as a higher or uppercase s, then Python will throw a runtime error. And a semantic error occurs when the program performs unexpectedly. For example, you didn't assign the variable until the end, but you tried to print it out beforehand. Something like that. You get my meaning. It has to do with the order in which the instructions are written on your code. Well, this is the end of Module 2. But I wanted to let you know that how many things you have learned so far on Module 1 and Module 2. Python is a high-level programming language and of course uses scripting. Python interpreter produces results as you can see. You can also save your files and your program and reuse your code. Python 3.n is the version that we use, in this case 3.71 or 3.72. The Python interpreter has an iterative mode. Iterative means that you can iterate or use instructions over and over and redo the code. That it lets you practice on the shell. The Python print function outputs a string specifying parentheses as you saw when we were doing the exercises. If you don't use Python print function, then Python will still do the calculations, but of course it will do it on the background so you won't be able to see the results. The string values should be enclosed in quote marks. Remember, it can be single quote marks or double ones. Normally JavaScript and Python are different. In JavaScript, you do double quotes. In Python, you do single quotes, but Python will take both. That's up to you. It's your preference. Just make sure that you stay consistent. A Python variable is named container whose store value can be referenced by the variable's name. That means initializing a variable. Once you give a variable an initial value, that value is stored in the Python engine, and it will stay there until you change the value again. A Python variable can contain any type of data type. Remember, we saw that strings, floats, or any type of integer value can give given as an initial value when it's declared. Just be careful when you're trying to do operations with the strings and numbers. In the next module, we're going to learn how to change a string to a number and a number to a string to make sure that all your examples and problems come out right. The Python input function outputs the string specified within the parentheses, then waits to read a line of input. So you can have sort of a conversation with Python, right? I hope that you're enjoying the class so far. I know that sometimes it might seem like you're learning little things and it takes a little while to get the language of Python, but we're going step by step so you can practice and you can see things in application mode. Thank you so much, and I see you in Module 3.